Now you've always been a upstanding, classy.
Shit, bro.
No, you are. Because I want to hear some.
No, you heard a lot
I
of
want to hear
shit
some
about
real
it.
shit. Oh yeah, I have.
Yeah.
We about to talk about that too. But you see, do you consider acting to be acting? Because what you were doing back then was some real acting. Mm-hmm. And then you see some of these plays now. I've been in a couple of them, 5, 6 plays. Mama don't do this, daddy don't do this. Right. Do you feel like that's not really quality acting? I know you're gonna say it is, but like that's a different level. What do you say the difference between that is?
Well, I think the biggest problem is the levels of training.
Okay.
Because the urban play circuit started because technically the Chitlin circuit, which I don't like to refer to as the Chitlin circuit, but white people wouldn't let us do Broadway and do their shows, you know? Sure. So, I mean, it's just been in the last few years that you've had dramas on Broadway, black dramas.
Right.
I'm talking about straight
Fences
black dramas.
Stuff like, yeah,
yes,
right,
where white people will actually go see black people on stage. I mean, it's got to do the history. So, I never like to knock that circuit because I came out there. I made a lot of money out there.
Right.
They hired me when I couldn't get movies and television stuff.
Respect.
And I tried to go out there and raise the bar on the level of training and teaching out there. And so I did a play that I'm not sure a lot of people saw called My Brother Marvin. That
I've heard that
was
before.
It's way on a whole nother level. Lighting wise and talent wise.
When did you do that?
We did that. We started in Detroit. We went around.
But when? What years?
Hell, man.
Like in the 80s time or recently?
No. In the last 10 years.
Oh, okay. So we can Google it. We can Google it.
And Tony Grant played Marvin Gaye.
Man, Tony's great, man.
Tony Grant is a beast.
I worked with Tony Grant before. He is a beast
pull
on
up
the
a
plate.
clip of, and you can pull it up now, Anthony Grant and My Brother Marvin. It is amazing. And so I think that circuit served its purpose at that time, but I think the show started getting bad and then worse.
Right.
And not taking that audience for granted.
Right.
Because, these are black people who may not necessarily, and I don't want to offend anybody.
I get
going
it.
to Broadway.
You a nice dude, man.
But you
be cutty, nigga. Be a real nigga. Come on,
you ever
tell him, fuck that bullshit.
Have you ever gone to a Broadway show?
No,
have you taken a date?
Not a Broadway show, no.
Shit, you got to have at least 1,000
Ooh.
in your pocket.
Well, okay,
no, his tickets like $350. Good tickets. If you on a little date and you trying to be impressive, you can't get the like dollar seat up.
Right.
So I think that it served its purpose.
Right.
But then the plays just start getting bad and horrible.
Really?
And offending people. Rented furniture and stuff like that, and the acting fell off, and so I think consequently the play circuit is basically it's not shut down, but it has is dissipating.
Did you during the time you was in New York struggling doing your 25 jobs? Did you have like roommates or hung out with some people, man? Like
yes, I've been homeless. Let me see, 4 times.
Well, okay.
In my New York years, I lived in a rooming house.
Wow.
I stayed with one of my teachers, God rest her soul, Glenda Dickerson. I was trying to figure it out, man, and she said, Clifton, well, you stay here until we get it together. And then I moved out of her place. When I first got out there, I was living with one of my college roommates on his floor, and then I had a falling out with him. And I left his door unlocked one time.
Oh, you can't do that, man.
But he lived in a big ass building, right? So they were doing this play called Spell Number 7. I had to go with LaTanya and everybody.
LaTanya being
Sam's wife.
Sam,
Skeeter Ellis, Esapatha Murkison. It was like the biggest play in New York. I said, I'm going. And I was so excited, I ran out. But the guy lived in an apartment complex like 100, 300. I'm like, ain't nobody gonna try every door and just break it.
Because it ain't your shit, that's why.
It wasn't my shit.
Right, that's how you feel.
And he just he came down on me so bad, man. He's like, dang, you ain't got no place there. You lucky your ass still here.
True
so
that.
I just left.
Right.
And I had nowhere to go. I just left.
And slept out, whatever.
I just started walking.
Now,
I ain't had no stuff, so I had one bag of Safeway bag.
Now, I have two. This is my question, though, with some actors and stuff. How did you know that you had it to be successful? Some people be in this for a long time and get one part in 20 years. I'm like, man, you better get your ass a regular job. You out here struggling. Did you not get a lot of parts? Did you lose a lot of parts and stuff like that? Or most of the stuff you went for, percentage-wise? 80% of the time you got your parts? 50%?
No, I was the worst actor in my program, bro.
Oh, come on. You all that humble shit. Come on.
I'm just telling y'all a little bit of flatulence. Hold on.
Oh, shit. Okay. All right.
No, I'm joking.
Get out, man. Shit.
You said act stupid.
Yeah, no,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They're not gonna have me back. No. All jokes aside, man. People don't believe my story. I'm doing a lecture thing at some point called Behind the Lens.
Okay.
Because I do it as an inspirational kind of talk to let people know if I can make it, I think anybody can make it. I was the worst actor in my program.
That's so hard to believe, man.
I never want to be an actor. I want to be Charlie Taylor. I want to be a Washington Redskin. So I was the first year I wasn't getting it.
Okay.
And so
first year in New York.
No, the first year in high school.
Oh, okay.
And workshops.
Okay.
So, and then I came from the hood, so I wouldn't wear my leotards and tights.
Right,
and
right,
Debbie would put,
especially in the Southeast.
So, yeah,
Wouldn't do that, bro.
I ain't never seen nobody in leotards and tights but Peter Pan.
Right,
I'm not gonna wear that shit. So
right.
It just ain't gonna happen. So basically, what happens, plus I was rough around the edges, and I had a gap here, here, and here. They got the little curl now, so I put it in. But my hair, this motherfucker looking at my hair one time, he said, "Look like a rabbit shitted on your head." My shit was, back before the civil rights movement. Right after that, being dark was not the thing, bro.
Right.
It was rough.
Really?
So
I was in.
You was in.
Right. Shalimar, Stony Jackson and shit like that. Yeah, Stony Jackson.
The barge.
Yeah, we get all the parts.
So basically, really, what happened is, they were about to put me out of the program because I was so kind of edgy and intimidating.
Right.
And God rest his soul, Charles Brown, who played the captain in A Soldier Story. And if you watch Trading Places, remember Eddie came across the park and the cops pick him up?
Yeah.
The black cop was my mentor and my teacher.
Wow. We had no feet, after he had no legs or whatever.
He saved my life. He took me in the room, and my nickname was Sweet Pea. He said, "P, listen, I'm gonna tell you, man, you're scaring everybody in here." I said, "Man, I ain't never been in no crap like this. Everybody got earrings." And
what do you mean scaring? How do you mean scaring?
I was just from Southeast, and I didn't know I was
aggressive. You're over aggressive.
When you ghetto, you don't really know. Like ghetto people, they eat their shit, just throw it on the ground.
Oh, that's
it.
Okay, I see.
Steal your shit and sell it back to you. I mean, that's the kind of shit.
That's how y'all do.
Y'all know this is y'all shit, right?
Yeah. I can see that.
You sell it back to you.
You scared about 3 of the people up in here.
No,
I ain't point my fingers. He coming in, shit.
I wasn't very polished. So what happened was Charlie took me in the room and he said, "Listen, man, they're gonna put you out of the program." And I said, "Man, I ain't about nobody in this motherfucker. I ain't done the shit, And he said, "Man, you got to bring all that down," because I didn't understand. I was out of my element. And so he said, "Man, but I'm not gonna let you go." I told him, "You're not gonna quit."
Nice.
And he saw something to me. And he said, "But I'm gonna tell you this: you gotta wear your leotards and tights." And we had like a 20. You ever had a stare off? Just stare like this.
but who won? How them tights? Them tights fit all right?
And then when I put my tights on,
okay,
it was just like, hey, and then I couldn't dance, I couldn't sing. So I don't know what happened. One teacher came in though, named Glenda Dickerson. God rest her soul. She was the chairman of the Spelman Drama Department back a couple of years ago, and she just took me under her wing. And they saw something in me, and they just stayed with me, and they stayed with me. So when I got to college, the passion of what you do, comedy and the arts, it takes over. It took over my life, and then I really just started watching and perfecting. And the difference between stage and television is different. So I began to study the Stanislavski system, which is we call method acting, and that kind of changed my ideology about how to approach movies, television, and film, and it's all true.